There is an American company. It's a company based in Pennsylvania. They're calling themselves Pee Wee Pumps. They are selling high heels for infants. And there are a lot of people that are not happy about it. Is it cute, or is it the over-sexualization of our young people? For an opinion, I'd love to go to the Grip Tight Foundation Repair Newsmaker line. Friend of this program, Dr. Taaka M, a parenting expert, is on that line. Dr. M, thanks for taking the time. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
So what do you think? I go back and forth on this, Dr. M, because we've all put, like, sunglasses on our baby, and we think it's cute. This is high heels for your baby. You're a parenting expert. What do you think?
This is horrific. I am a parent first,
right?
First and foremost. So the first thing that I thought of was, oh my gosh, this is like sexualization and objectification of an infant child. Who would think to do this? There are cognitive and emotional consequences to this, not even to think about the mental and physical health implications of this and the sexual development of children. Research has actually suggested that the sexualization of girls have a negative consequence on girls' ability to develop a healthy sexual image of themselves. Like, I'm outraged. I'm surprised. Like,
I'm having trouble discerning how you feel, Dr. Cash, but go ahead. Go.
The first time I read this article, I took my clinical hat off and I looked at my own daughter and went, there is no way that I would have done this to my own child. There's no way I would have done that.
I got to tell you, I just clicked on a picture of one of these little girls wearing this, and you're right. I feel very weird about it. I'm clicking away from that picture. Well, and that is the thing, Dr. Cash. You deal in the parenting realm, and
right.
We send so many messages to girls that their self-esteem is founded in how they look. And so I assume what I'm hearing from you, and I'm the parent of a girl, couple of girls,
right.
and grandparent to a girl, and this does worry me. I mean, I know that there are some parents out there that go, oh, it was just cute for the picture, but you're saying this just continually bombards girls with this message about where they should get their self-esteem from their looks, correct?
Correct. And so they're going to get their first look from the people that they're around, which are us, their parents.
Right.
And so there's a clear line. We can't protect them from everything.
Right.
But as parents, we have to be able to shield them from something or some things that may be damaging or influence them in the future. That's what we're saying. We're saying that if you impose certain things on your child at an earlier stage, that this can not only fracture the way that they cognitively process things, emotionally process things, but even their sexual development and their own self-perception of themselves when it comes to a healthy sexual image for themselves.
Yeah, so this is the kind of thing, like, as they get older and they would see a picture of themselves as a child in these high heels, Dr. Cash, I think that's what I hear you saying is this really does send a message to them, not a message that the parent wants to be sending.
Correct. And so as parents, we have to be able to say, you know what, even though I have some level of authority to dress my child up in the way that I want to, I also have to understand how the world is going to perceive my child when they leave my doors. That's just like with my child. I tell my daughter whenever she leaves out, I'm not worried about how your perception of what you're wearing. I'm worried about how the world is going to perceive you and if that perception is going to lead to danger in some way. If someone is going to impose a sexual connotation to an outfit or what you're wearing.
Well, and can I also be practical, Dr. Cash? As a guy, I admire women that walk around in high heels. I think that's amazing. I don't see how they do it. Do we actually want our girls this early in their lives to have high heels?
I'm going to tell you, as a mama, I do not. I feel like my daughter is fearfully and wonderfully made, and not at 6 or 7 months should I be placing her in high heels. It's not attractive. I want her to be a child. I want her to organically grow into being the daughter or the girl that she is without me imposing certain things on her too early. When it's time for her to have certain things, she will have those certain things. But it's up to me to draw that line.
Is part of this, Dr. Cash, that we are an Instagram culture and we're a Facebook culture? And is it getting worse because we want to put out these really cool shots and have everybody ooh and ah over them on social media?
Of course. On social media, think about it. Maintaining an attractive physical appearance is everything.
Yeah.
It's everything. And people are drawn to that. And because they are drawn to that, guess what? Sex sells. Let's be real about this. Sex sells. And so we don't want this. We don't want to sexualize a 5 or 6 month old and sexualize them in order to sell a product. You don't have to do that. Allow them to be children, because the social media can take this left or they can take it right. But we have to be able to, as adults, to be able to look at a situation like this and say, what message are we sending out to the media?
So tell me a little bit, in this world, Dr. Cash, as you said, you're a parent, I'm a parent. We can't protect our kids from everything, but what are some of the key messages when you're talking to parents about building self-esteem in their children, particularly their daughters? What are you telling them? What are some of the key things that you want to get across to them?
I tell them, be careful of how you convey your messages to your children. Understand the difference between being sexualized and expressing a healthy sexuality. Understand what your role as a parent is. Call out any media messages. I tell people, grab their phone. Go through your children's cell phone. I have an adolescent, so of course I'm going to go through her phone. So I want to make sure that she has a healthy self-image of how she is being portrayed to the world and how others are perceiving her as well. Also tell parents, hey, call out any other parent or any other sexualist activity that you may see when it comes to the dress codes and policies of the school that your children go to, especially if your child is coming home and they're telling you that, hey, I saw somebody wear something inappropriate. That's a red flag for something. Also, avoid contributing to the sexualization of your own children. That is the biggest thing. Avoid it at all costs. We have a right, and it's up to us to be able to set those standards for our children, and we have to avoid at all costs for contributing to the sexualization of our own children.
Well, and you make me think of something that my wife pointed out to me, and I really appreciated her pointing this out to me in relation to raising girls. That we often say to girls, you're really pretty. Oh, you're so cute. And we say different things to young men. And a lot of times we're not aware that we're doing that, right?
Correct.
So you want to laud your young lady in your life for other things besides the way that she looks.
That's exactly right. And your wife, she hit it right on the head. We have to avoid forcing our children to conform into strict gender roles based on dress and action.
Right. And I imagine exposure to media, you got to talk about that, because you're just, your little girls are seeing this all the time. And they start to say, I want to look like that. I want to dress like that. Correct.
And the more we are able to understand the implication of sexualization and what it looks like and how deeply harmful that it can be, we're better able to help our kids process through it.
That sounds great. Dr. Cash, I want to thank you for taking the time today. I'm always glad to call you up and wind you up on a topic. I appreciate it. You tend to be pretty passionate on things like this.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, so I tell people all the time, go to your kid's phone, stop it right now today. If you're promoting it, avoid trying to force your children to conform and avoid contributing to the sexualization of children.
I appreciate that, Dr. Taaka Cash, friend of this program. We'll call you again soon as I find another topic to wind you up on.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. There you go. And it is, I mean, the site is a little bit creepy. It's called Pee Wee Pumps, and they've got high heels with names like Diva and Pretty in Pink, and they will sell it to you for your infant. Dr. Cash, safe to say, not a fan.